Have you found any, like sacred sites or sites of still significance that's still in your area?
We do, yes. I know that down in Oatley Park there is some Aboriginal carvings and drawings in some of the rockery down in Oatley Park. We also have, there's been a bit of a community campaign to try to protect a property in Georges River, which is called Glenlee. It was owned by one family in the Georges River area for over 110 years. And we believe there is Aboriginal middens on site and some areas of Aboriginal significance on that site. And there was a community, it's been protected by local heritage, and the community has been trying to push to get state heritage listing on that property, but it's still currently privately owned. So we do need there to be Aboriginal assessment impacts done on that property to support any state heritage listing. And I do know the current owners of that property actually advertised in February for people with knowledge, indigenous people with knowledge of any history on that site to come forward and provide that feedback for their an Aboriginal heritage assessment.
Wow, this is amazing. One family, so that means it's one family. So if they pass away,
2.5
how many
hectares, this site
2.5
on the shores of the Georges River, and it's been reported that it was one of the first locations of positive interactions between the indigenous and first settlers in Australia. So it's got a really positive history at that site, and I know that there's been a real push from people wanting to respect and protect that history on that site.
Okay, so if that family's there and they pass away, would the council, heritage list it, but would you take it over? Or is there a deal there with the family already?
It's been sold by the family who were the owners for 110 years. It's been sold to another private family. The community has been lobbying the state and federal governments to acquire the property or provide funds to council to acquire it. And now is an opportune time, as we do have a federal election around the corner, to be, further advocating to those candidates in that seat who are standing for federal election there. So there has been a push for the property to be acquired and put into public hands so that it can be protected. But at this point in time, that hasn't been successful at this point.
Oh, so you've had discussions with the people that have purchased the property?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Well, the money hasn't come to fruition as yet. Is the problem.
Yep. So we just have to wait there, and then what they would want you to pay for that property, and because it is.
That's right.
It is significant.
Certainly, there were heritage reports that council produced to support the local heritage listing documents the Aboriginal significance of that site.
Okay, so we've got the Georges River Council and we're talking about First Nation people.